Mi gente, welcome to the Papi La Vida show. I'm your host, Papi, and we calling directly from beautiful island of Vitória here in Brazil. And I know, we had some English interviews in the past, but officially, the Papi La Vida in English is today. Papi La Vida 0101. And yeah, guys, I'll be talking who the fuck I am and why I have this mixture of Brazilian Portuguese with Australian English accent and a kind of Puerto Rican, Cuban Spanish. And I always say, you know, I'm a mix between Samba and Salsa. And today, to represent Brazil, I'm here wearing the Brazilian sock jersey to start. Normally, I wear the red robe, and but today is a special day because you guys that don't know me yet will get to know me tonight. All right, guys. Before we start, I wanna say what we're gonna talk tonight. Tonight is for the first episode in English, so most of you guys don't know me, and I will tell you about my my upbringing here in Brazil, and compared to other countries that I have been to. And also, I will share my plans to conquer the world. And before, guys, I start, I want to ask you guys, please hit the subscribe button and give me some love and some like as well. And this will be so helpful to keep me here in Brazil, surviving the jungle of Brazil. Sorry guys, I'm a bit nervous today, and because I haven't been speaking English for quite a while, you know, like it's been like almost a year that I haven't speaking English, and before that I was like a couple of years, so I sorry for the broken English, guys. It's a bit rusty, but eventually my English is gonna improve. And for you guys, you know, you guys that are like in a rush, you know, maybe you guys are stuck in a traffic jam, you know, and or you guys gonna pump in the gym. I let you guys know that you can listen us on Spotify and Google Podcasts and all audio platforms that you can find on internet. Probably by the end of this week, I will be uploading the audio in the platforms, and you're gonna have a Papi La Vida in English podcast. At the moment, we only have Papi La Vida, which we got some English episodes there, but most of them are in Portuguese. So, but I will be creating the Papi La Vida in English, and also I will be creating also the Papi La Vida in Spanish for the Spanish speakers. So just let you guys know, on Tuesday, every Tuesday, Papi La Vida in English. On Thursdays, Papi La Vida in Spanish, and Sundays, Wednesday, and Fridays, Papi La Vida in Portuguese. So, are you guys ready? Let's do it.
Ay, papi. Me encanta.
There we go. Here we go again. So guys, actually, I've been trying to make like a script thing, but that's not gonna work, you know. Like before this was like, you know, setting up everything, translate everything for you guys get comfortable for the live. And yeah, today is gonna be a special live. So for you guys that don't know me yet, you know, I'm Victor Alejandro, 37 years old, proudly Brazilian, but I know my country suck, and I know it. And you know, like I own like ad agency called Phoenix Studios, and I'm currently living and trying to survive the dangerous, crazy, and hot life in Brazil. So, I'm not like. Let me explain what's going on, guys. Let's explain how my mind works, okay? I'm gonna start to talk, all right? This is the first episode, so sorry with me. Sorry for my broken English. And but eventually gonna get better. And tonight I just gonna talk, you know, gonna talk like freely. And my mind, how my mind works. Sometimes I start a conversation, I start a topic, and eventually I ended up in different topic, and I try to go back in the same topic, and I get lost. So I'm sorry for that. This episode is gonna be very loosely, and I hope it makes some sense for you guys, and you guys get to know me more, and make it very interesting to return to the podcast. And I hope, and but I don't know what's gonna happen, you know. For the next episodes, probably I will create a topic so we can discuss together, all right? If you guys have any question, you guys can, you know, put in the comments, and I can reply you the next episode on next Tuesday. And yeah, let's start the shit. It's already very, you know, guys, I've been like fucking trying to do this as good as I can, but anyway, let's do it. So guys, for you guys don't know me, my mother is Brazilian, my father is Chilean, all right? I was born, raised, and lived in Brazil for about 23 years. And then I moved to Sydney, Australia in 2008, which I spent like the 6 beautiful and happiest year of my life. Then I dropped some few months in Europe with my Dutch ex-girlfriend. And then I decided to move to Toronto, Canada, because I didn't want to return to Brazil at all. So I tried to find a way to go to different place rather than Brazil. And I stayed there for about a year. So in the end of 2013, I returned to this jungle and start all over again. All right, guys. So let's do it, this shit. And so most of you guys probably asking yourselves, why this guy speak fucking 3 languages? Like, I can speak Portuguese, which is my native Brazilian Portuguese. Because, so, for you guys' knowledge, we don't speak Spanish here in Brazil. We speak Portuguese, but it's kind of different from Portugal, so it's kind of we call Brazilian Portuguese because we have only your own accent, you know. So It's quite a different. But we can understand each other, by the way. So, my mother is Brazilian, my father is Chilean. But I haven't, if you guys guessing, if I learned Spanish with my dad, wasn't the case, you know. I haven't speak to my father since I was 9. So about like 28 years. And basically he broke up with my mother and gone. Apparently he's already married and have 3 sons, and God bless him, whatever. I don't miss him. For me, he's just like a strange guy, you know. I mean, he never tried to contact me. And my sister used to miss him a lot, you know. Because, like, you know, maybe because it's it's a girl thing, you know. Like, normally, like, sons, they are really, like, sons normally they are very attached to the mother. And the father, like, you know, they like, the girls normally, like, they have like this father figure in their mind. So maybe that's the case. But, like, yeah, my sister used to, you know, be very frustrated about it, to not, you know, being like, you know, what's happened, you know, what's happened to my dad that, you know, just gone. But she, like, met him again before she went to Australia, because my sister went to Australia to live with me for a while. And she contacted him to let him know that she was going to Australia, because at the moment I live in, my sister, my mom, and I, and my auntie, we live in Vitória, which is around, like, you know, 5 hours from Rio, like 5-6 hours by car, and like 2 hours by plane from Rio. It's a beautiful city, you know. It's small, but it's like more safe, you know, than São Paulo and Rio. And it's like a small paradise, you know. I really love this city. I think this city is so beautiful, and everybody that comes to visit Vitória, they get amazed by it, you know. It's a beautiful city. In the state of Espirito Santo, we do have mountains, we do have beaches, and it's a beautiful thing. So what happened, you know? I went to live in Australia for a while. That's why I learned English. Actually, I know how that happened. That, like, you know, I ended up learning English. Okay, let's do it. This show is gonna be about stories, all right? I never be a kind of guy that is very attached to, like, things, you know. I'm a very attached to the moments, you know. Something I used to like a lot is to travel with my friends here in Brazil, and overseas I didn't do much traveling, you know, because I was so crazy about to being in Australia that I didn't like worry to, like, travel and get to know around, because, like, it's a crazy thing. Australia for me was love at the first sight. That's it. The first time I saw Australia, I fell in love, and I felt like in my mind, like, I was thinking, like, this is the place I want to live the rest of my life. This is heaven on earth. This is the best place on earth. I don't know much places, you know. I haven't been travel much. I know I spent few months in Europe. To be honest, I didn't like it much. It's not my kind of cup of tea. But I don't know if it because it was winter at that time, you know. Probably I'm gonna enjoy more the next time I visit Europe. I do have a lot of European friends, and but I didn't like much because, you know, being a Brazilian and being a Latino especially, and having this blend like Brazil with Chile, this Spanish and Portuguese thing, this Samba and Salsa mixture. It's too hot, you know. It's too hot to live in Europe. That's it. It's too cold in Europe. I know there's a lot of nice friends and people in Europe, but for my first experience in Europe, I didn't like much. I felt people as well, very cold people, to be very honest with you. And this show is gonna be about honesty a lot, because this is a part of my personality, you know. For you guys, don't follow me like in, you know, my episode in Portuguese. Normally, I navigate a lot of like very, very complicated topics, you know, because, you know, whatever's in discussion, you know, like I'm not kind of guy, you know, stay shut and just, you know, go with the flow and whatever. No, I like to discuss, you know. I like to talk about it, you know. And most of this is about politics, you know. Sometimes I'm not a kind of politic guy, all right. I'm not into politics, and but when I say politics, it's about like, you know, like this time, like we been like very facing so much problems here in Brazil, and I think around the world as well, regarding to like being politically correct. That's the fucking shit, you know. I like, even though like even 2 days ago, you know, I have like a discussion like with a very good friend of mine, which like he started to become a very, you know, fanatic to this shit, you know. Like I don't like extremists, you know. I don't like people that are very extremists, you know. I don't like it. I don't like to deal with these people, you know. And but yeah, nowadays, you know, the feminist movement, like the Black Lives Matter movement and all these things, like, don't get me wrong, all right? Like I respect for the cause, you know. I respect the like the flag, and, you know, the will, and the whole thing behind. And I'm agree with most of, you know, the fights for this kind of topics, you know, like these minorities, you know, fighting for their rights and stuff. I'm with you guys, you know. I'm with you guys, but when the shit gets too extreme, man, that pisses me off so much, you know. Like, and at the moment, you know, like we seeing this at the moment in Brazil, because you guys know the TV show Big Brother. Probably you guys don't remember, because for my understanding, the Big Brother show already ended in most countries, and but still running in Brazil, you know, because people love this shit here, you know. Basically, people love it. Brazil loves shit, like loves like this kind of shit TV shows, you know, and stuff. That's how it is. And so what's going on in the Big Brother right now is people start to canceling everybody, you know, like people want to be politically correct all the time and start to get very annoying. And so before that, you can see like people, you know, claiming the rights and, you know, giving a shout out to the minorities and hashtag and tweeting, but everybody from their homes. And it's just words or maybe short videos. But at the time, now we have this, you know, this reality show, and people doing the politically correct all the time, and the people get fucking annoyed, and even the minorities watching the show feel very cringy to watch it and see how the extreme can be annoying. So the minorities canceling people that doing politically correct in the show. That's the shit that's going on in Brazil. So basically, here in Brazil and in my show, I'll be discussing like some topics that's going on in Brazil and maybe around the world, and maybe taking some guests, you know, maybe people that I don't know. Maybe I get to know some people in Omegle, you know, that live video chat, and maybe put it on. Or maybe if you feel like I want to talk to this guy, I wanna get to know, I wanna have some discussion. So I invite you to go at papilavida.com. I know this site is not ready for English yet, but you're gonna figure it out there. And just put your name in the list, email list, and we get in contact. And maybe we can set up like, you know, a live, you know, chat with you. So let's like, you know, again, I'm losing already the path. So fuck, I've been like trying to make this correct all day long, and when I start, gets a bit frustrated. So anyway, let's do it, and let's continue about my life, because I think you guys want to know about my life. If you guys have any questions, and people from Twitch or Nemo or YouTube, please feel free to hit me with any question, all right? So basically, I have no contact with my dad. He got married again, have 3 sons, and no longer in contact. My sister never moved on. I was trying to contact him, and because this girl and daddy thing. And when she went to Australia, because she was flying here from Vitória and the international airport in São Paulo, and because my father apparently still lives in São Paulo, she said, listen, maybe this opportunity to see me, and if you want to see me, drop by at the airport and, you know, say hello. He went there with the family, and my sister was very disappointed, you know. She was very disappointing because after so many years without see her, the only thing he was doing was nagging about my grandmother, which already passed away. And I mean, grandmother from my mother's side, of course. And which was the woman helped with my auntie and my mom to raise me and my sister, which he didn't do it. So what the fuck he's, you know, nagging about? Fuck off. So my sister was very disappointed and moved on after this. He no longer got in contact with us, and I don't give a fuck. For me, he's just a strange person, never been in my life. I don't give a fuck. If you wanna say hello, okay, I'm open. If you're not, God bless him, be happy. That's it. So yeah, I want to give you a shout out for Phil, they're watching, and his girlfriend Chris, they're also watching us on YouTube and Instagram. So basically, I went to live in Australia for a while. And why Australia? So before I say why I decided learning English, let me explain why I learned Spanish, even though I didn't have any contact with my dad. Because this is a very, very, very crazy, very unique situation, you know. So what happened is, my dad, like, you know, I have no contact with my dad, and I raised in Brazil. I was born in Brazil, and grew up in Brazil with Brazilian culture. We don't dance salsa here. We do samba, we do Brazilian music, we do some, you know, American music too. But I still remember back in when I was living in São Paulo. I'm originally from São Paulo. And we had like a cable TV, and there was this channel, you know, like it's called HTV, HTV. It was like kind of Mexican MTV, like, you know, was playing like Latin music all day long. And I remember, like, while I was watching, you know, like, and listening to the music, like, made so much sense for me. Like, I love it so much. Like, maybe it's a blood thing, you know. Like, I still remember, like, I love this language. It sounds so romantic, sounds so, I don't know, so cool. I don't know. I love it. I love it. So so that what happened. Like, after that, I was just listening, you know, Spanish music, and you know, salsa, bachata, Latin pop, you know. But I didn't speak any word, you know. I didn't understand any word, you know. I just love it. I just enjoy it. And then, like, I remember, because there's another crazy situation that happened in my life, is before my sister met my father in the airport, in the way go to Australia back in 2010, I guess. 2010, 2011 or something. I don't know. Some kind of like... in 2006, my sister was still like really willing to get in contact with my dad and see what's going on, like what happened, you know. And you know, like she was like, you know, searching, like she got like my mother's, you know, wedding certificate, to get like my grandmother's and my grandfather's, for my dad's side, names. And she starts to like search on internet, like in the yellow pages, like Chilean yellow pages. And like, this was back in like 2000s or something, like, yeah, back in 2006, like 2005 or something. And it was crazy, like she found it. And I remember, like, I was just, you know, returned from outside, and she said, like, oh, no, I spoke to our grandmother, you know. I said, what do you mean? Our grandmother is here. No, from our dad's side. And I said, no, you don't speak any Spanish. What are you talking about? Like, you know. And I was like, I kind of speak Spanish by that time, like, wasn't very good, but like what good enough. And yeah, I decided to check it out, you know. I got the phone number and a call, and it was really her, you know. So after that, we keep in touch, because I have like cousins which they are the same age that my sister and I. And back in the day, we didn't have like WhatsApp, Messenger, or like FaceTime, you know. We back in the day, we used it like MSN was the messenger. And we do have a webcam and stuff. And I remember I started to, after that, I gave my email address to my grandmother so she can pass to my cousin. And my cousin, she was very excited to, you know, to get to know me, you know, because somebody from another country, by that time we didn't like getting any contact with people from other countries, so was so excited for both of us. And after like 6 months talking, you know, with her friends and so on, they invite me to go to Chile and get to know the family, you know. We had this opportunity before. They visit us when we were little, you know, but we were very, very little, so we don't remember much, you know. But with that, I had the opportunity to go to Chile and visit them and stay for a month there. And then my Spanish improved a lot. Like, the Chilean Spanish is not the best for you to learn Spanish, because they have this accent that they speak very fast and cut off the words while they speaking. So I don't really recommend. Even though the foreigners, when they want to learn Spanish in South America, they normally go to Chile, because it's the safest and the best country for the foreigners to be in and learn Spanish. Because the other countries just fucking mess and dangerous, man. That's the real truth. Chile is quite organized, you know, compared to the other countries. Anyway, was a great experience, you know. Was the first time for me to be overseas. And after that experience, I was so excited to go abroad, you know. Like, I was like, man, that's something I want to do, man. I can't stay here in Brazil anymore, you know. Like, that time I was like, I think I was 19 or something, 20, I think, 20 years old. And yeah, that what happened. And 2008, after I graduate in advertising, I had a bachelor in advertising, I decided, listen, fuck off, I'm not gonna stay here, man. I'm not gonna work here. Besides that, I regret so much to go to the university, you know. I didn't learn any shit in that university. I regret so much. And it was a private university, so that costs money. I should have to get the money and go traveling. That's something I regret. But I can't complain much, because, you know, most people in my country, they stay, you know, their whole life without experiencing like being overseas, and some of them like already too old or have a family and kids, and kind of short the amount of possibility to go overseas and experiencing that, at least single. But yeah, I got to Australia when I was 23, so I think it was the right time. I wish I would go there like when I was like 18 or even less. But anyway, I can't complain much. So in 2008, just going back to the Spanish thing. So before I went to Chile, I started Spanish classes in with a Mexican teacher here in Brazil. Like, was good enough to learn the basics. Actually, like, Brazilian Portuguese is quite similar to Spanish, so wasn't that hard. But I don't know, for like some strange, because normally the Spanish speakers, they say it's very hard to understand Portuguese, but I can see Portuguese, like Brazilians, they can understand quite good Spanish. So yeah, some curiosity for you guys. Anyway, so then I went to Australia because so then I, after that, I was like full on loving Spanish, and still love the culture. That's why the show, the theme of the show is Papi La Vida, which, like, and you guys ask me why Papi, you know, like, I got this nickname in Australia because I always had this Latino vibe, even though I was living in Brazil, because I love so much the music, the style, and maybe because there's something like half in my blood that, you know, maybe this, I don't know. And it's funny because that happened to my sister too, a bit later on, but eventually got her too to love like Spanish music, you know, and maybe something in the blood, you know. So so that what happened, you know, like, so with the Papi thing, when I was in Australia, I was like, you know, I hanging out with a lot of like Latino friends, like Mexicans, Colombians, yeah, some Spanish guys, yeah, Peruvians, and like, sometimes the guys have this kind of papi thing, you know, like kind of bro. I know if you guys don't know, like, you know, what's up, papi? What's going on? You know, you probably watch this in the movies, you know, and yeah, because I'm really easy to forget names, because, you know, I have so many things in my mind, and I can't, like, you know, recall names, and sometimes just to try to call somebody and say, you know, hey, I call, hey, papi, and papi there, papi here. So because I was calling everybody papi, people start to call me papi back, and I became papi, you know. And with this whole Latino thing, before I have like long hair, you know, and I always have this kind of thing. And I have a tattoo in my back. It's a funny thing, because before going to Australia, I always like having my nicknames around this Latino thing, Latin, Don Juan and stuff. And that says so much about, you know, my love for the language and the culture. And we Brazilians, we are Latinos as well, because we live in like Latino America. So, and but some people might say because we're not like Spanish colony, and people might say like, you know, they are not like, you know, Latinos, you know. But we are Latinos, in fact, we are Latinos. But normally, when the people say Latinos, they reference like the Spanish speakers normally. But anyway, I fell in love for the language, and when I decided to go to Australia, and that's the point why I decided to go to Australia, because I used to travel with my friends here in Brazil. We go to Bahia, which north of Brazil. There's beautiful beaches over there. The carnival there is amazing. It's the best in the Brazil. If you think the Brazilian carnival like Rio and São Paulo that you watch on TV, like the ones like this kind of competition, you know, with the Samba schools, is the carnival. That's like the market carnival, you know. But the real carnival, like the carnival for the young people, the carnival with like more urban songs and like mostly popular songs that, you know, play in the radio at the moment, you will see in Bahia. There is like a street carnival, you know, like. And so then, yeah, like back when I was young, like I used to, on holidays, going traveling with my friends, you know, like we just get, you know, grab a car and, you know, going to the places. Then there's a lot of stories about it, you know. And with the show, I will tell about so many crazy stories. If you are already curious about it, you can check in my channel here, in the YouTube channel. Check it out there. There is an English section. There is some like conversation with a couple of my friends and in English, and we can have a like sneak peek about, you know, some of my crazy stories, and they have a lot. And I hope I have more, you know. I hope I have more. That's why, you know. So let's talk more. So what's happening? I remember while like one of these carnivals, while I was traveling with my friends in Bahia to the carnival, I remember that we met some foreigners, and like the friends I was with, all of them speaking English. Like all of them was speaking English and have a good conversation with the girls that we met. And I felt so embarrassed at the time, you know, like, because I did speak fluent in Spanish, and I had my time to shine when like we met like some like Spanish speaker girls. Like I think we met like Chileans and Mexicans there, like, and I have my time to shine. But like for the most time, like when you hang out with English speakers, I was just like stupid. Like I felt so stupid, you know, felt so embarrassed. And besides that, I met a girl, a Dutch girl, in the same time. I met the Dutch girl, and I saw, like, you know, you can spot there, like, man, this girl's not from here. She's a foreigner, because very, very white, blonde, blue eyes, and you can spot like from far, you know. And we Brazilians, you know, we crazy here, especially in the carnival. We didn't have this politically correct, you know. We just like kiss everybody, you know, like everybody. I mean, I'm, you know, straight guy, so I go after girls. have nothing against gay people, but it's a lot of kissing, you know. Guys, you guys, so it's a crazy culture. We have a crazy culture, and I will eventually talk more about the Brazilian culture, because it's very different to any country in the world. Like, we have this kind of in the club, Brazilian guys shine, because like I still remember back in Australia why I was in the club. Like we like I was going out, like let's see, maybe some guys from Middle East, of course Mexicans and Colombians, and maybe some Asians and some Australians. Okay, this bunch of friends in the club in Australia. So what I realized, like the Australians and the Asians and the Middle East, they went to the club to have fun and dance. Basically dance. The Mexicans and the Latinos, Mexican, Colombians, Peruvians, they were going to the club to hit the girls, to pick it up girls. But they are so slow to approach. Of course, might have some exceptions, but overall, from my experience. But the Brazilian people, the Brazilian guys, we are the master of the thing, man. Because our culture is all about picking up girls for a guy, And we like, man, this is our game, man. So I remember the guy was shocked, man, when I see like, fuck, this guy is fucking maniac. Like, of course, I didn't force any girl. I didn't try to do anything against the law. It's what, like, like the way, the charming thing, the way you hit the girl, like the Latinos, like the Spanish, like the Mexicans, Colombians, they're just scared to approach. But we Brazilians, we don't give a fuck, man. If you don't want to be with me, if you don't want to kiss me, whatever, move on, next. And we doing this in Brazil, like. So, not only me, but other Brazilians, we shine at that. I don't know now, at the moment, because now with this politically correct around the world, taking over the world, so everything, you have to be very careful. So you don't harass any girl, so that any girl don't feel offended, But anyway, it was a good time. So, continuing, so in Australia was can you see this? I get lost, what I was talking about, Anyway, I will find myself. Don't worry about it. But anyway, so yeah, I remember. So I met a Dutch girl in Brazilian Carnival in Bahia. I don't remember when was it. I think it was 2000, maybe 2003 or something, 2004. And so I didn't speak any English, and like the Dutch people, they speak very good English. And I remember she was with her mother, and she was a girl, like she was very shy. And her mother was talking to me to like hooking up us, like, because I remember what the, let's explain how that happened. I was in the streets, like it was the first day of carnival, and like we like very drunk, very excited, let's pick it up the girls, and we didn't expect like see any foreigner there, but when I spot the foreigners, like, man, that's my first time, like, you know, make a contact with a foreigner. I'm so excited. I want to talk to somebody from overseas, you know. So because I was like, even my Brazilian friends, I was always the fastest one to approach girls. I was the first one to hit, man. And while my other friend was talking to the mom, which her mom is quite beautiful, like she looks young, blonde, blue eyes as well, very slim, you know. I was trying to, you know, have some conversation, but at the time I was sucking English, man. I was like, kiss me, can I kiss you, you're beautiful, blah blah blah, just fucking, you know, broken shit in English. I know my English at the moment is shit, but eventually gonna improve. You know, it's just getting back to the English. I think it already improved from the beginning of the show, but anyway. So yeah, so I tried to, like, you know, pick it up this girl, and she's no, I can't, blah blah blah. Say, okay, so give me, like, you know, your message, your email address or something, you know. So we exchanged email addresses, and I said, well, that's it, gone, goodbye. And for me it was it, you know. So we had a, I mean, because it was like carnival was like 5 days carnival, and actually this is after carnival, because we have it like the carnival normally is end of February. Yeah, end of February for like 5-6 days in São Paulo and Rio and some of little cities around Brazil. But that is like in Bahia as well. But there is 2 cities different in Bahia. One which is the big carnival there, and there is another city called Porto Seguro that they have this after carnival thing. It's an after party carnival. So after, that's so crazy, man. That's so insane. We're like looking now, like after you fucking, because I went to the carnival that year. After we get smashed for like 5-6 days of carnival, drinking every fucking day, eating shit like with your friends, sleeping bad. We ready for like the after carnival thing, you know, and so we went to the other city to the after carnival party, which is more like 3 or 4 days. That was insane. So then I met this Dutch girl, blah blah blah, exchanged the email addresses, and gone. That's it. So we spent the 4 days, the following days, picking up girls, drinking, having fun, sleeping bad, but having fucking fun. But when the carnival was over already, was already over. Like people are already gone. We decided to stay like 1 day more to take a rest and get the car and hit back to Vitória. We are like, well, we have nothing to do, let's go around the city, you know. And everything was empty, you know, like just few bars open because finished. And I spot in the bar like the Dutch girl, you know. And I said, man, I can't believe this. I have to get there. And listen, do you remember me and stuff? And yeah, I remember you. I remember. And her mom was there, but she was still very, very shy. And like, pretty much, I was trying to communicate with her mom. Her mom communicate with her in Dutch, and get back to me in English. Even though all of them speak in English, except me. So with this my broken English, her mom ended up inviting me to go to her resort that she was at, you know. So was great. So like, I didn't expect much. Like, we went there just to have a conversation. Her mom went to sleep, and we stayed there like outside talking, and we ended up get together, you know. And that was crazy. She was like saying so much things. She was in love and stuff. Well, she was very young. She was very in love. She would never forget me. She wanna buy a house in Brazil. We wanna live in Brazil. And yeah, for sure. And yeah, the crazy thing is, after I went back to Vitória and she went back to Netherlands, Holland, and we keep in touch. We keep in touch, even though we struggle to communicate. I was like Google translated the communication. I didn't understand much her, but she was so different, so beautiful. Why not? And we stay like in contact very often, like for 2 months or something. And after like all of a sudden, she disappeared. She disappeared. And I tried to contact her for many ways, like MSN, like left messages, like email, and she never appeared, like for a week. But while that, like in that week, I met another girl, Brazilian girl, and she was hitting me so hard, and she was very pretty. So I said, man, fuck it, you know, like the Dutch girl gone, and so let's so I started dating the other girl, the Brazilian girl. And then after a week, she came back, and I explained her, listen, you disappear, man. You didn't say anything. So I have a girlfriend now. So she was very disappointed. She cried a lot, and gone forever. And the crazy thing is, like, after like, I think 4 or 5 years, I was already in Australia. My English was very, you know, good to communicate and understand. And I was like, had so much fun, picking up so many girls in Australia, and everything I want to have, like, that's it. And I was like kind of also a bit, I don't know, frustrated with the Australian girls, because that's for now other topic. But like, I was trying to get some relationship with the Australians that didn't work like. And I used to say to the Australian girls, I say, listen, there is a song that represents so much the Australian girls. It's Cyndi Lauper, Girls Just Wanna Have Fun. If you guys from Australia or know Australian girls and you agree with me, leave in the comments below. But all of the girls that I say that, they always agree, you know. Man, the girls are crazier than the guys in Australia, man. And the guys are pretty crazy, pretty fucked, man. But the girls, man, is way up, man. So I was a bit frustrated. I want to have a relationship, you know. So I decided to make like an email to this girl. I said, man, what about that Dutch girl like the 5 years ago? Let's send her an email and see what's happening, you know. And like, man, like, you think like, I think in the same day, man, or the same, like the next day, she replied the email. We like we get back in touch again, you know, and I think she was even in a relationship back in the day, but wasn't doing very well, so she broke up. But this time I could understand her very good, you know. I understood her very, very well. And like I could understand very good. And she was like different, man. She was very, very good girl, very smart girl. She was very beautiful, because before she looked like a girl, but at the time she was very looked like a woman, you know. So I was very attractive for her. And I invited her to go to Australia, man. I invited her to go to Australia. And she did. She went to Australia after, I think, 6 months or a year. Like almost a year. I waited her for almost a year. She went to Australia. And she stayed with me there for... We stayed in a relationship for 3.5 years. Crazy, huh? Crazy, crazy. But yeah, eventually we ended up going to different paths. And now she's in a relationship, I think. And she got kids already. She always wants to have kids. Yeah, we went to different paths, you know. That happened. That happened. Even though people bet that we would stay together. But yeah, didn't work well. So she wanted one thing, I want another thing, and you know. So that's how it is, you know. But yeah, after I'm gonna like maybe talk more about this in more details, you know. She came to Brazil. She visited my family. We have a, you know, good life in Australia. I went to visit, you know, her parents in Holland. Didn't went very well. Like for the father's side, he likes me, but the mother, man, she drove me nuts, man. She disrespected me so much, and you know, I even didn't know how I could put up with this, you know, like disrespect my religion and everything, you know. Anyway. But yeah, anyway, in the end, she chose the family, which was the most people do. And now I'm alright with that, you know. She always wanted to have kids. And probably if she was with me at the moment, I would have any. I really want to have kids. I want to have a family. I have big dreams. But I decide to choose my dreams over a relationship, you know. Of course, like, you know, I wish I would find somebody that, you know, we are in the same, you know, track, in the same mindset towards our goals, to similar goals. But that's something, you know, we've seen the movies, but it's hard. It's hard. It's very hard. You know, it's very hard to find it. you know. And but I hope one day I find it. At the moment I'm single. Actually, I've been single for since I returned from Australia, which is 7 years ago. And I'm gonna answer a question that a girl asked me a couple of months on Tinder app. She asked me, are you happy? And I say, I reply, I answer her, I'm grateful. I'm very grateful for all that I have, all that my family provides, all my health, because the only thing I worry about is my health. Nothing else. I'm a religious person. I've been like a bit. I haven't been very praying much as I haven't been praying as I should pray. I haven't been going to the church for a long time. But I do believe in God. I do believe in God. And you know, everything happened for one reason, you know. I wish I would have somebody to go along with me to achieve our goals together. But that's something very hard to find it, you know. In the most case, you have to go by yourself, you know. You have to go by yourself. You fight for your dreams. So going back to the question, are you happy? I'm grateful. And I'm not sad. This nowadays, it's a good enough. I still looking for the happiness. Still looking for the happiness. And there's all, man, there is whole topic about this. Because I live great years in Australia. I love that place so much. I still remember, because like between the 6 years that I was in Australia, in Sydney, Australia, I returned to Brazil twice. The first time I returned because my grandmother passed away, so I came to the funeral. I didn't go in time because the flight's so long. It's pretty much 24 hours in the air plus connection, so it's almost 48 hours. The second time that I returned to Brazil was when I came from Europe with my ex-girlfriend to visit here after I visited her. Like pretty much, I was in Australia, she went to Europe, stayed for 3 months there. So then I went there to meet her in Europe, stayed 3 months there, spent the Christmas with her family. And then I went to Toronto because she was supposed to go to Toronto with me and try different things there. But like her visa was taking very long, wasn't working very well. I don't know what happened, you know. And by the time they think it was like very, very confusing, you know, very like I was feeling her distance, you know. But that happened before, you know. Every time she's with the family, she distance, you know. She was distant from me, and I knew it is her weak side. Anyway, so then I decided, you know, I was in Toronto, and I decided to be a film director. I went to visit Toronto, which is a great city. It's not bad. It's not better than Sydney, but better than Brazil. And like I was like, you know, while I was in Toronto, there was a international film festival there. It's called Toronto International Film Festival. And like before I left Australia, like I bought a camera, and we tried to do a short film in Australia, because I want to try some filming skills. So something about, like, you know, my like storytelling thing was growing on in me. And I was in Toronto, and I went to the International Film Festival. And after that, like, in another episode, they're gonna talk about my passion about film and stuff. But pretty much, like, resuming, like, I watched a movie called The Great Beauty from the Paulo Sorrentino. And I just, like, the movie hit me so much that I felt like that's I wanna be, you know. I wanna be a film director. So because I was like spending so much money, because I was trying to find a job in Toronto, I couldn't find it. And then, like, because I had some savings, and said, man, I'm gonna waste all my money here to stay at home and studying like cinema is not worth it. So it's better I just go back to live with my mother in Brazil, like get a lot of books, you know, videos, tutorials, and learn everything about filming, you know. And that's what I did, you know. And make a portfolio, make some movies in Brazil, which is easier because I know people here, you know, like the locations is easily to find, you know. Actors as well is easy to find because there's always people wanting to, you know, be in the spot. So the spotlight should be more precisely to be in the spotlight. So I could see this potential, you know, to like make a good movie with like a low budget production. So that's why I, you know, so I did this. I remember I stayed like 4 years locked in my small room in my mom's small apartment. But it's small, but it's ours, you know. We don't have to pay rent, and like it's in a good location. So I'm grateful for that, you know. But I have so much dreams and so much stories to share with you guys. And my plans change a lot over the years. And it is strange because I used to say that, like, I used to tell to everybody, you know, listen guys, I left so much things behind to pursue my dreams. There is no way back, just all way forward. And the only thing can stop me is death. There's a good thing about this quote, but not all. Because when I shared this quote with a friend of mine, she's an actress, and she's in the battle of the creativity and the pursuit of the success in a creative field. And when I told her, she said something that made me change this quote. She said, I didn't give up anything to pursue my dreams, because this dream, this pursuit for this dream is all that I want to do. So I didn't give anything. I didn't leave anything behind. Because those things wasn't the thing I want to do. And I have to agree. I know, sounds very romantic. Said I gave up so many things to raise a family, have kids, have like 20, like this 95 job, and I couldn't do. I could do it easily, you know. I could do easily, because at the moment, like, I have my ad agency, all right. And I know we already like almost finished the show, but like I do have the agency. This last year, 2019, I started the agency like 2 years ago by myself. Like in 2008, I started by myself. I did a lot of work like by myself. In 2019, like I kind of improved because I had employees, I have more clients, people love my work. But like, you know, in the end of the day, was too much work with a very short profit. Like at the moment, since I returned to Australia, I didn't have 1 day of holidays. I didn't have 1 day of like, I'm not gonna do anything about work. I haven't done this, you know. Every day, even a little, I put at work. And I know, because I'm 37 years old. I'm living with my mother and my sister. And my agency, it's here. That's my agency, you know. It's in my room. Like, of course, like, I built the thing, I did on my own, like, I create a scenario to receive clients. And I receive a lot of compliments about this, you know, like, man, what you did here is amazing, you know. But, you know, I could rent, like, you know, some, you know, commercial location, you know, and do my agency there. But the thing is, I don't like to do things. No, let me correct. I don't do things that I don't like it. And like, to compromise, like renting a place and, you know, all these things, make a contract, you know, you're gonna compromise. You're gonna eat shit from a lot of clients to make your, you know, to make your payroll in the end of the day. So that's why I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I'd rather stay here and maybe like fire some clients than, you know, like have to like listen, you know, shit clients, you know, like trying to convince the clients. So it's hard work, man. Having an agency, it's hard. It's harder than you think. Having an agency is not to make money, you know. If you wanna make money, you have to find another kind of job, you know. Agency is for doing something that you love and have some money to live. Maybe if you was like 18 years old and full of energy, you know, like join more like 2-3 friends, crazy friends that have nothing to lose as well, and build up a agency from the ground up. It's be fine, you know. But when I arrived from Australia, I was 30. Now I'm 37. And the thing is, last year, 2019, when I spent the whole year not only having the company, but having also employees. And, you know, I didn't pay much, but I tried to pay some amounts in respect, because we starting, you know. But like, in the end of the day, like I say, like if I'm going with this pace, I can reach my goals, not my dreams. I can have an okay life, but not for me. I'm a kind of guy that think big. I think big, I think high. And I don't sell myself short. And in this space, I would never accomplish the goals. So, Papi, what's the plan then? Well, I'm selling some equipment that I'm not using to make a living. Of course, I don't have much, you know, expenses living with my mother, but I do have quite a lot, you know. I have to help here with the groceries and stuff. Like, check out my work, vinixstudios.com. And soon, very soon, I will be launching like a full courses series in all the kind of areas, in the digital areas, because over the 7 years I learned almost everything. I learned a lot. Like, when I arrived from Toronto, I had like 5% the skills that I have today. 5. If I want to make a brand, I make a brand. High quality logos. Websites, I can develop websites. Not only videos, I make cinema. High quality videos, cinema quality, you know. I did a short film, you know. I can easily make like a feature film. Can easily make it. It's a plan for the future. And digital marketing, same. I can do it. So yeah, guys, it's pretty much this. But the thing I wanna do the most, it's this. It's this. Papi La Vida show. For me, never was about things. Never. For me, it's always about people. It's always about the experiences. So I love be with my friends and spend a good time and have a good stories for the future to talk up to my kids and my grandkids. You know, that's something I want to do. It's kind of frustrated for the high quality of my work didn't flourish yet, didn't can make a living yet from like YouTube or Twitch or, but I'm all in, you know. I rather have everything. I rather have nothing to not having everything. That's the kind of guy I am. If you guessing which kind of star sign I am, and I don't know if you believe in, you know, astrology and all this shit, I kind of believe it. I believe in magic, and that there's so much coincidences in this astrology, you know. I'm Aquarius. Search about it. You find out a lot about me. And I hope this is at the beginning, because I always want to do an international career. I have a lot of plans for this show, you know. I wanna travel around the world, meet different people, different cultures, you know, and have you guys with me and following these crazy guys, and you know, and get to know people and talk about everything, life, you know, anything, relationship, politics, whatever, man. I want to talk about everything and with everybody. That's I want to do. That I want to do. So, guys, I appreciate so much you guys here tonight with me. Maybe you guys you know, gonna watch it like the recorder, you know, on YouTube. But I hope you guys follow me along and give me some support. Maybe you can like help me with your PicPay, you know, it's fine, you know. We all facing very hard, difficult situations in life. I'm not starving, you know, like I have some bills to pay. I hope I can get enough money to pay my bills and stuff. But I mean, money is just only the tool to make great things, you know. For me, make great things to help people, you know, like I wanna do a lot of things, you know. I have big dreams. And if I'm talking to my future self, I hope you look at this video in your beautiful house in Australia. Ocean fronts, Bondi Beach, or maybe in your penthouse in the heart of Sydney, which I lived before and I'm gonna talk in the next episodes. And look at the skyline, you know, and remember these moments. And it provides a good life for my family, spend a good time with my great friends, and maybe have you, my first followers, to come along with me and have an amazing time. Guys, I appreciate so much. I hope this is the #1 from many. And if you guys are struggling there now, don't lose the hope. If you believe in God or not, in the universe, ask one thing only: health. The rest, go all in. Don't set yourself for short. Go full in. Guys, thank you very much. I appreciate. I hope to see you next Tuesday. And in this week, I will put this on Spotify as well. You can search for Papi La Vida in English, so you can have organized the episodes. Or you can check on YouTube. There is there English, Spanish, and Portuguese. So you can check it there as well. So before I leave, guys, hit the subscribe, hit the bell button to know when I upload a video, and give me some thumbs up, and I really appreciate. If you can have it, if you can give me some donation, I really appreciate. This is a PicPay, it's not an international platform. I just realized that I was confused here. Here. This is a PicPay. It's not an international platform. If you want to make some donation, let me know in the comments. I will set up I have a PayPal account, and probably I'm gonna leave in the comments below, because I just realized that doesn't work overseas. You guys don't have the account. Just forget that. I'm gonna fix that next time. And for you guys that, you know, in this week, by the end of the week, I'm gonna set up a Spotify account, Papi La Vida in English so you can listen all the episodes in English. All right? Maybe you in the rush, maybe you in the traffic, you know, stuck in the traffic, or maybe you hitting the gym, some pumping. You can listen my talking, you know. And on Tuesdays at 11 p.m. Brazilian time, Papi La Vida show in English. On Thursday at 8 p.m. Brazilian time in Spanish, and Sundays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 p.m. Brazilian time. I'll be talking in Portuguese. Guys, thanks a lot. I really appreciate some love, and see you in the next Papi La Vida show. Hasta luego.
Papi. Me encanta.